All right. Hey guys, welcome to Summer Connect. We are really excited. We're almost ready for the real thing, which is next week. So this is just a preview. I wanted a chance to get a chance to meet with all of you and tell you a little bit about what's going on over the next 9 weeks and hopefully answer some of your questions, give you some information you need to know. So we're going to do all of that. You're also going to have a chance to meet your host today, your MC, Charlotte Crabb. So we're going to have a chance to meet her in just a second. But tonight is just for hub leaders. It is possible we might have some of you who are just participants in the program, and maybe you're joining us because you got a link today and it said to register and you registered, and then you got a link saying it's happening tonight. Well, this is just for the hub leaders. So if you're just a participant, stay with us. That's fine. It's not a big deal. But this is really for the hub leaders tonight. We just want to give them a rundown of what's happening so they can do a good job of leading what's happening at your locations this summer. So we are really excited about what's going to happen over the next few weeks. A number of us have been working on this program since December, so it's been going on for quite a while. This is actually our 5th summer of this program. Some of you maybe didn't know about this program before this summer, but this is actually our 5th summer. It's been different every summer, but we're excited for another round. And the whole point of Summer Connect at the very beginning was we wanted a way for students to engage with each other and engage in the mission when they're not on a cruise summer mission. And so that's the vast majority of our students. So this was a good chance for us to do something that would help them connect with the Lord and connect with each other and hopefully have a chance to do things like evangelism. And that's still what's happening with this program. That's what we want to see happen this summer. And so we're really excited to see what the Lord's going to do to see that happen this summer. And this is one of the cool places in Crew where we actually bring high school students and college students together in one program. And that's really fun. And we're going to have a number of high school students around the country and obviously a ton of college students as well. So it's going to be really fun. So first of all, I wanted to start by giving you just a little bit of an overview of the Summer Connect program. Like what can you expect over the next number of weeks? The first thing is the thing that you kind of know probably the most about, and that's the broadcast that we're going to do every Thursday night live at 8 p.m. Eastern, which obviously that means 5 p.m. Pacific, which is super early. Man, I wish we just had one time zone for the United States. Wouldn't that be awesome? But we don't, so that's fine. We'll make do with what we can. But we're beginning next week, Thursday the 8th of June, and we're going all the way to July 27th. That'll be our last week together. So that's the broadcast. That's the big thing we're doing. In addition to the broadcast, we're also calling what we call Toolbox Tuesdays. Toolbox Tuesdays. It's kind of difficult to say. But we're going to do 3 of those throughout the summer. We're going to have one on studying the Word, and that's going to be from Jill Foose. We're going to have one on how to love other people cross-culturally. Like very practically, how do we love people cross-culturally? And then we're going to have another one on apologetics, which should be really fun. And so we're going to actually pre-record those. They aren't going to be live. And then we'll make them available to you to show whenever you want. Because we realize that your schedule is going to be different. You may not actually be able to do it on a Tuesday, which is kind of what we did last year. We just did them on Tuesday live. But we're just going to offer them recorded. So you'll have a chance to use those as well. And then every Thursday during the broadcast, we're going to highlight what we call Faith Step Friday. And Faith Step Friday is really our evangelistic component, our outreach component for the summer. And each and every week, we're going to have a different component of a way that we want people to be stepping out in faith to share the gospel with other people. And we're going to give you more information about that in the days to come. But we'll start that next Thursday. We'll give people a Faith Step Friday to consider doing, obviously, on Friday or throughout the weekend. And this is the kind of thing where there's going to be things for them to do on their own. There's going to be things for them to do as a group, and it's going to be a whole mix of the evangelism model. For those of you that understand or know about the evangelism model, we're going to mix body mode, natural mode, and ministry mode together and give students a lot of different opportunities to share their faith. And you guys are going to be a big part of that as well. In addition to that, we're going to send out weekly emails, especially on Friday will be our biggest email where we'll recap what we talked about on Thursday, and we'll also give people more information about what's happening in the week ahead, including with the Toolbox Tuesday we might be doing for that week, Faith Step Fridays. We'll have some prayer things that we'll be putting out there. And it'll just be basically the information they need to know for the upcoming week for Summer Connect. We're also going to do some contests and giveaways. We got a giveaway we're going to do next week. and we're going to give out some Amazon gift cards, and that's going to be fun. So we're going to give away a lot of stuff throughout the summer. And right now I'm on the computer, like this is my computer, but we actually have some good HD cameras and some great lighting. We're going to have those available for all of our speakers. So this is going to be a professionally run event for all of you this summer. So with that said, I want to introduce our host, our MC, and that's Charlotte Crabb. So I'm going to have Charlotte introduce herself, and then I'm going to have her talk about why she is excited about being a part of Summer Connect. All right, Charlotte, take it away.
Good evening. Let me stand up so you can see me better. Well, I am very excited to be with you all this summer. Summer Connect actually reminds me of a different word, which is summer track. And for me, the summer times were a time to really develop, to grow, to invest in a craft. And in this case, I think it's an opportunity for students as well as staff to be able to grow and invest in their relationship with the Lord. So I'm super excited to be with you all, and I can't wait to see what the Lord will do and to hear the stories from your students and from you all as we journey together this summer. Thanks, Nate.
All right, thanks, Charlotte. Excited to have her with us. In addition to Charlotte, there's a couple weeks she's not going to be able to be with us. And so Lee Watkins, who some of you may know out there, Lee will be joining us on the weeks that Charlotte's not able to host us. So that's going to be fun. Well, for you as a hub leader, you guys are honestly the most important element of our program. You really are. And I don't say that to like pressure you to say this is really all on you, because it's not. But I want to tell you that because I wanted you to know how central you are to the success of this program. And it's really about the students that are going to be with you at the location that you're leading and the way that you have a chance to lead them towards Christ this summer. Now, we have a great lineup of speakers. We really do. And they're going to be talking about some great subjects that your students will want to hear about and need to hear about. That's fantastic. But that's not really, honestly, the heart of our program. Even though that's the broadcast and that's kind of the biggest thing that we do, I don't really look at that as the heart of the program. I actually look at the heart of the program as the students that are gathering at your hub location together. Because that's where students are going to connect with each other in the community. That's where they're going to have a chance to discuss the things that we're talking about from up front. That's where they're going to have a chance to come together and do some evangelism and do some outreach together. That's where real life change happens, is in the lives of students together this summer. I just look at our broadcast as a way to kind of help that to occur, to help students, to give them something to gather around. But the Lord is going to do most of his works in the lives of the students as they gather together. Now, he's also going to use the talks. He's going to use our Toolbox Tuesdays. He's going to use all the other elements of our program. But the things that you can do to bring students together and help them to engage with each other in the Lord are going to be so critical to the success of this program this summer. And to take some of the pressure off of you, I want you to realize that you need to bring students into running this with you. Like, you're all leading these hub locations, but we want you to actually bring the students in and have the students help lead some things at your hub location this summer. So have them be a part of creating some community events, have them be a part of some of the outreach events that you're going to do. We want you to give them some ownership of this as well. So take some of the pressure off yourself and get students involved in the program this summer. Well, we have a bunch of information to get to you over the next few days. Some of it I sent to you this past week. Hopefully you got that. If you're not getting emails from us, from MailChimp, our MailChimp account, if you're not getting those emails, if you would just email me and let me know, and I can add you and make sure you're getting those. But I'm assuming most of you are getting those. But we're going to give you the Faith Step Friday schedule. We want you to know all of the outreach events or things that were coming up this summer. Some of those things you're going to need to plan ahead for. And so you'll want to take a look at that, and so you know kind of what's coming. And also, we're going to give you the speaking schedule. So we'll let you know the speakers and what they're going to be speaking about. We also, one of the things that we want to do this summer is we want to offer funding to you to do some outreach events. And so we realize that most of you are going to be operating on no budget or on a shoestring budget this summer. So there are some donors at the national level who have given some funding to allow you to do some outreach events. And that would give students opportunities to hear the gospel. So very soon, probably this next week sometime, we're going to send out a form that you can fill out and tell us some of the ideas that you might have of what you want to do in outreach. And then we'll have some funding that we can allocate to you. There'll be a max of $200 available for any of you that want to put an idea out there to be approved by us. And I'll give you some more details about that outreach later. So that's coming. Another thing that we need from you is we need some help because we need your stories of your students. You're all connected with students on campus and you know what's happening in their lives. Well, as a part of the broadcast each and every week, we want students to have an opportunity to share their stories. And it's also a chance, honestly, to highlight your location and what the Lord is doing there. And so I've sent some emails out over the past couple weeks that have asked for some very specific stories. And there's actually another form, a Google form, that you can fill out to give us some information about the stories that you might want your students to share as a part of this program, live, online, during our broadcast. So again, I'm going to send that again this next week. I would really love for you to take a look at the kind of stories that we're looking for. Think about the students on your campus, the students you're involved with, and please send us your stories. We would love to highlight what the Lord is doing in their lives and to highlight what the Lord's doing there at your location. It'd be awesome for a student at your location to get some play around the country. That'd be awesome. It would bring glory to God and it would give them a chance to see what's happening at your location. So again, give us your stories this next week when I send that out. Okay, the last thing I want to do before we take some questions from any of you that are out there is I want to answer some of the most common questions that have been coming up over the past few weeks. Many of you have been asking, what if I can't watch live? Because a lot of you, you're either on a quarter system or you're in a Pacific time zone and you just can't watch it live, or you're going to be starting like a few weeks after we actually begin because you're the quarter system. Well, we're going to take all of the broadcasts and we're going to post all of those broadcasts onto YouTube, but it's going to be a private link. Okay, so we're not going to post them publicly because you've paid to be a part of this program, or your campus has paid to be a part of this program. So we want to honor that. And so we're going to put them on a private link. We will send that link to you through email each and every week. And so then that gives you an opportunity to take that video and to show that video whenever it's best for you. So I just wanted you to know that. And we're also going to email the same link to all the participants in Summer Connect. So if they've registered to be a part of the program, we will send a link to them as well. Those of you who have a Hub Plus location where you've given access to all of the students in all of your movements, you can also forward those links on to your students in your movements so that they can watch them as well. Some of you have asked about Bible studies. Are there Bible studies available? Yes, we do have 3 Bible studies available. Those are on our main site at cru.org/summerconnect. Just look for the links for resources, and you'll find the links for our 3 Bible study series. They are the same series that we used last year. So if you used one of those last year, you might want to consider using one of the other ones. Some of you might choose not to do Bible studies, and that's perfectly fine. We just want to make them available if it works for your schedule. Some of you have asked if you need to register each and every week for Webinar Jam, the platform that we're using for these broadcasts. And the answer is no, you don't. Once you register once, and the fact that all of you are on right now, it means you have registered. You don't have to register again. You'll get a reminder email probably a couple times a week all the way through the program so that you can connect with this. But all of your students will need to register that very first time with Webinar Jam. So you might want to send some of the links that we're sending to you. Those of you who have a Hub Plus, again, you've given access to all of your students all around the country, wherever they're living. You'll want to actually forward that link for Webinar Jam to your entire movement or all of your movements and have your students have a chance to register for accessing Webinar Jam. That way they can watch this each and every week. Some of you may have asked things like, if I'm a Hub Plus, then how will all of our students access the broadcast? Well, that goes back to what I just said. They will access if they've actually registered through the event registration tool for Summer Connect, and it's not too late for them to do that. They can still go to cru.org/summerconnect, go to the event registration tool, and register to join a hub, to join your hub. If they do that, we'll add them to the email list. They'll get all of the information throughout the summer. But again, you might want to forward some of that information on to your movement, realizing that students sometimes don't register for things or register at the last moment. So send that to them so that they can access. We want as many students as possible to participate in the program this summer. A lot of you have asked how long each broadcast will be. Well, we're going to hopefully be done 45 minutes into the program. So if we begin here at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time, then we hope to be done around 8:45. We start at 8 p.m. Hopefully be done by 8:45 p.m. or 5:45 p.m. Pacific. That will give you time to jump in and do some discussion together, do some prayer together, worship, or any other elements that you want to make a part of your program that week. That goes to discussion questions. Will there be discussion questions? Yes, there will be discussion questions. Each of our speakers is going to put together a few questions. We hope to have that to you at least a week ahead of time, or at least certainly Monday or Tuesday of the week of that broadcast. That way you have a chance to look at it. You have a chance to coordinate some of what you might want to do that week as far as discussion. All right, what I'd like to do now is you might have a few questions beyond that. So I think we have a little bit of time. We can take some questions if you go to the chat, and I'll go over to the chat now and take a look and see what questions we might have there. This is unmoderated, so I'll just have to moderate here on the fly. But let's see if you have any questions. I'll give you just a sec to type any in there to the chat. And maybe I answered all of them. That's possible. If you don't have questions tonight, but questions come up, please always feel free to email me, and I'll try to respond as quickly as I can. Not seeing any questions, so I think we're good. Okay, so I think we're going to wrap up here. Well, let me just say again, thank you to all of you, hub leaders, and some of our regional coordinators that are out there. Thank you for investing in the lives of students this summer. The things you're going to do this summer are going to make a huge difference in their lives. And so I'm really grateful for that. And God is going to use your efforts to help students to have significant interactions, obviously, again, with each other. They're going to have significant interactions with the Lord. They're going to have opportunities to engage in His mission and do evangelism together. And the coolest thing would be that when your students that are involved with Summer Connect this summer, when they come back in the fall, and other staff who have been on cruise summer missions all around the world come back and see the students that are involved in Summer Connect and see that they are not just walking with God, but really excited to be engaged in what's happening in the fall on campus, engage in evangelism, engage in discipleship, be involved in the movement. If they see that happen, and you see these students who have really met with the Lord, met with each other throughout the summer because they are part of Summer Connect, that's what we're going after. That's the real win. And I'm really excited that you guys get to be a part of this with us. All right, so again, this is just an initial broadcast for you as hub leaders. Next week, we begin the actual broadcast. And again, that's going to be on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Now, again, for you quarter school hubs that are out there, you're not starting quite yet because you're still in school. I'm sorry for you. But we'll see you in a few weeks. So we'll be glad when you can actually join us live, and then you'll probably pick up the rest of the videos on video after that. But most of you who are semester schools, you're beginning with us next week. So don't forget that. Get the word out to your students. Again, it's not too late for your students to register through the event registration tool. They could just go to crew.org/summerconnect, look for the option to join a hub or join as an individual registrant, and we're going to have a great time together. Again, thank you for being a part of this. I just want to finish by praying that the Lord would use all the things that we're doing this summer. So let me pray with us. Father, thank you so much that we have a chance to be a part of this effort that's nationwide to help students engage in some topics that are absolutely very important to their lives, important to them being involved with you and being involved in your mission. Thanks for the opportunity all of us have to help these students connect with each other and connect with you and engage in evangelism this summer. Would you use our efforts to bring glory to yourself through the things that we do and through the things that our students do this summer? Thanks again for what you're going to do. Thanks that we get to be a part of it. I pray this all in the name of your son, Jesus. Amen. All right, guys, have a great week, and we'll see you back here next Thursday. Take care.